All right, game time. Okay, game time. Let's go. So, hi everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of TonCast. And today I am with my really good friend, Miel Ampil. Hello, Miel. Hi.
Hi, Tony.
Yeah, so great. So I'm lucky to have her with me. She's actually one of my best friends here, and it's good. And the reason why I wanted to talk to her for a lot of reasons, like especially with regards to football, because like me, she is into football as well. She's been playing football for quite some time now. She played university, high school, and even in her corporate side. And we want to get to know her a bit more, and how's life with her, especially in this quarantine time, and as well as you know she's actually a really big fan of Pokemon. I'm okay. I'm okay. I would say she's a massive fan. Would you say you're a massive fan, Miel?
Um, Not massive, but I'm a fan. It's not as big, but it's nostalgic for me. So it's like it opens up a new place in me. Like it warms something up when I play it.
Right, right, right. Well, compared to me, probably massive. Like I don't know all the Pokemon. I bet you guys. I bet you she collected Pokemon cards before. Did you collect Pokemon cards before?
I tried, but then just like the ones that look like I'm not there to before. Like it was more of like I want to get my favorites, but not necessary to play it.
Right, 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 right. Yeah,
So
no
'cause
one
there
would.
there are people who appreciate there. I strongly appreciate it. I think
There you go.
I'm not the one the type that goes crazy. I have to play, I have to understand, I have to win this, but more of I really appreciate how it is and the
Gotcha.
nostalgia it brings me. I think
Okay.
that's
That's more of it. You appreciate it. Strongly appreciate it.
yes.
Gotcha. Great. So let's get to know Miel. So first of all, Miel,
Yes.
we might have different stories about this. And I
Okay.
asked I asked my guest before this question. I want to ask, how do you think you and I met? I'm sure it's
I
different.
think from what I remember, most probably because of Barota.
Okay, that's your version. Okay.
I think. I mean,
Okay.
cause like, well, I think we went to play football first before we had soirees. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was one of our Southridge Woodrow soirees first, but from what I remember, it was because of football. For sure, definitely for football. But like definitely 2013, we were friends immediately. So I just don't know if we were acquaintances before that because of like a joint football thing or a Woodrow Southridge soiree thing. But
Right.
definitely we started talking more because of the Barotac summer camp in 2013.
Wow. That was going into high school, right?
Yeah, so
So
we
that
were
was, yeah,
grade 7 going into first year high school. Yeah,
yeah. At that time I was like, whoa, girls. Oh, I'm gonna meet girls.
girl.
Girls. Whoa, there are girls. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's true. That was something. But yes, that is your version. So
That is your version.
how I remember meeting you. No, not really meeting. It's more of like, so there was a time, guys, I think it was like grade
Okay.
6 or 7, where Yahoo Messenger was such a big thing,
Oh,
right? Yahoo Messenger was a big thing.
that
And
everyone's just in one big group and you don't know who those people are.
yes, you don't know who they are. Like, okay, I just know these group of girls were from this high school, so the sister school of our school. And it was you don't know them. You start chatting them. Sometimes you don't even know how they look like. Like you just know by the name. And I have to admit, some of the girls I would be chatting with, I would base it on names. Like, oh, this sounds like a pretty girl. Stupid. But yeah, just thinking it.
What was your Yahoo chat name?
That is a good. Well, see, mine was plain, and I thank you so much that my name was plain. I was just Anton underscore Amistoso. I mean, there's some people. Well, we'll get. I mean, like, what was yours? Mieli Belly,
Mieli
right?
Belly.
So that's good. I mean, what was your very? Is that your very first email
Yep.
name?
Miellybelly@yahoo.com.
That's not bad. It's not bad. Like mine was so bad. I remember one of my very first Hotmail. I had Hotmail before. It was called Antonites_cool at hotmail.com. So, oh my God, I'm glad that was before I was actually talking to girls. So, when it came to Yahoo Messenger, it was just plain. And what was good is that in the corporate setting or in university, they would ask for your email address, and at least I didn't have to change it. Yeah, stick to that name, right? Did you have to
Mhm.
change yours? Like, what was your new?
I think when I reached entering college, that's when I made a miel_umpil at Yahoo.
Right, right, the
Yeah.
plain, the lame one.
Yeah. But
But
high school, whole high school was Mieli Belly. Because we didn't really, it was a time in our lives that email was not needed for schoolwork. But when we transitioned to college, I think that's when it became important.
it became a thing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we had that Yahoo Messenger thing. It was a thing. I remember every time after school, I'd go home, go online. Like I'd fight with my siblings. Like, hey, my turn to use the computer, so I could go connect to the internet and go online.
Because you only have one router that connects to the computer.
Yeah,
And you have no landline when you do that.
yeah. Oh my gosh, there's no landline. I remember. Oh
And or you can
wow.
do the scratch card and then you have like how many hours worth and it eats up just getting online for it. I remember.
Yeah, I remember that. And then it came to a point that I had my very first cell phone. I don't, and actually, my first cell phone was actually my mom's cell phone. My mom was letting me use her phone. And then we would get a thing before was text mates. And then this is how I met you. I don't know if you remember.
I
If you
remember
don't,
we were textmates, but
yeah, like
I didn't remember that.
yeah, like someone gave me your number. I don't know who, but it was like, here, I remember I was a kid. Like I said in my last podcast, if anyone's watching, anything first year college and below has to be forgiven. Not forgotten, but forgiven. So I was like, oh, give me someone to talk to from that school, girls, blah, blah, blah. And then I think the number that was given was yours. And I strongly believe the reason to that is because you're a football player. I was a football player, and it's like, oh, okay, let's talk. And that is how I started talking to you for the first time. And I remember correctly asking you about your dog. You had a chocolate Labrador, I think,
Reese.
there. That is how I remember meeting you. But yeah, but meeting you as in person,
First one was Barotak na.
barotak na. Like while
Yeah.
we were there. But of
Yeah.
course, when I met you, I never said like, "Oh yeah, you remember me?" I messaged you. It's more of like, "Hey, wow, it's the first time meeting you. Hi, nice to meet you." Oh my gosh, that is so funny. But those are the days, right? When things were,
Seems so long ago now. I wonder how kids now meet. I mean, it's so different. You can, in the click of a button, you can find out everything already.
yeah,
I
it's
mean, you
like,
can stop them easily. I mean, common friends, and it depends on the profile. But before, it's like at least you have some kind of like it makes you curious, but then you don't get. You have to message and meet the person, so you can actually find out more about them.
yeah. I mean, there is right now. I believe they don't ask for your number anymore.
Yeah, slide into your DMs.
Yeah, slide it to your DMs. Like, hey, dude, you want to add me Instagram? I'm like, okay, sure. So yeah, I think it's more of like that, and then they start messaging each other, and they don't have their phone numbers. But
Yeah,
you're right. There is no mystery anymore. Like, is this guy good looking? Based on the name, I think that person's good looking.
yeah.
Oh my god,
So
yeah.
you get your. It's now that you're judged more of the content of what you put on your stories or your
Right.
profile, stuff like that. I think that's how people judge it now, maybe.
That's true. That's true. But
So
at the same way, um, I would say before, since they don't see your profile, they don't see your face. I believe it in Yahoo Messenger was like avatar. You have an
yeah,
avatar. Yeah, you create your avatar.
in your room, and then you have a
Yeah.
football, and then you have a poster.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm sure if anyone's watching this, they're like, oh yeah, that one. I remember.
I remember.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You put like a poster at your back, a soccer ball. Oh, that guy plays soccer because he has a soccer ball. But I would say, like, if people have a crush on you, through that chat and they don't know how you look like, and that's what you call like they love you, they like you for your personality.
Or
And
you know how to make a impact in a big chat group, despite there being like more
yeah,
around 50 people or
right,
more.
right. But at the same way, that's really dangerous because you don't know if that person is real,
Real.
you know, and you don't even know if the person's a girl or a boy. Could be something else, you don't know. So I guess now it's kind of safer in a sense. But yeah, see, like I said, so by the way, guys, I was talking to Miel before this and I was saying, I have an outline for her, dude, we are not in the outline again, but it's good. It's not- but like, yeah, so you and I have been playing football for quite some time. We got to know each other through football, and I would say that time of my life, I don't know if in your life as well, is such a big event. Barota is a big event. Well, for me at least.
Yeah.
How is that a big event for you
Yeah.
or something? It is, right? Like it was really good. It was a really good experience. But I guess what I want to ask, since football talk, when did football start for you, anyways? Like when did you start playing football?
So actually, uh, Woodrow's, like when you turn into fourth grade, that's intermediate. That's when they open up the football club. So you don't have it during first grade to third grade.
Mhm.
So when they came out with a memo, at the time I was very obnoxious when I was in my early 10s, 11s,
Mhm.
9s, and I was just a copycat. So my group of friends at the time, they said, oh, there's football, let's all join. And I
Mm.
was like in my head, yeah, because I'm gaya gaya. So I joined. And it's funny because from like we were, let's say, a group of five, I was the one that ended up staying serious with it.
Mm.
And I still remember the first day of training, my first fall, my first sugat, and I remember everything. And I think I just actually just stayed because my mom actually mentioned to me that all her brothers used to play back in the days. So it was something like, okay, so it's like a family thing that it was a Ferraran thing that they were football players. So it's something like a legacy of some sort to continue doing because none of my male cousins continued playing. Like they played for a short while. And then I just ended up sticking to it. And I think my parents really liked it because I was a super annoying kulit kid. Like I didn't have legit good friends that liked me at that time because I was so annoying. Like I swear. Like I'd push someone out of the dance mat so I can play because I like the song. That kind of kid. I was that kid. So because of playing in a sport, a team sport kind of thing, it helped me get rid of that extra energy.
Mhm.
It helped me because you have teammates who are older. It's not just your age, right? So you have to learn how to respect and you have
Right.
to learn how to get used to other people, right? Like it's a different thing because you're playing all together.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
think that's how I learned how to feel the people around me more and be less obnoxious. So I think my mom said that because of football, it helped me control my energy more because I had so much of it before.
Right. Right.
So yeah, and from my group, probably in my batch, it was only Tasha and I, and like less than a handful that played in our batch. And
Right.
then I was just lucky that I always met cool people every summer because like summer was always activities, right?
Mhm.
Whether you take painting, whatever, but football was always constant for like fourth grade onwards.
Right.
And I just grew to it. It was a chance to meet boys at that time, but then you didn't
Yes.
really. It was pas simple to meet boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But then like it was fun because like I think because of like all the barota or all the things, I think since I got to play not only to meet boys but to play against them, it actually helped my skill wise in playing football because like for me whenever I play against them it's just they're football players. It's never that this is so hassle, they're gonna beat me. There's always something like we're just all playing and trying to win. Like whenever we played futsal in Palms or whenever it was a rainy day in Cuenca, right? So like there was never
Yeah.
like oh she's a girl, like let's not pass the ball to her. All of you guys actually from your school were very inclusive. Like you
Yeah.
didn't like do
Like,
any like general based biases. Like no, like you play with us.
right.
It was good that way.
Yeah. Actually, I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
Like you've been playing with boys, you, Tasha, and all the other girls from your school playing with boys, and it does help as you're developing. I'm glad that you were surrounded with people who would like pass the ball to you. Because like I've encountered some. I mean, those group of boys were me and some of our other friends, right?
Yeah.
So we were passing around. It's
Yeah.
because we know that you guys are good, and and there's no bias to it, right? We're not like just because you're a girl and stuff like that. That's stupid. But then I do see it sometimes that they don't pass to the girls, especially in the Philippines. We do have the corporate leagues, right, where
Yeah.
it's mixed, and they don't pass. The other boys don't pass to the girls, and I find it so like what. And actually, that's what I think. I believe that's the reason why they do that. If a girl scores, it's 2 points.
Yeah.
It's
So that
for
they will be more. It's not just have a girl there. It's
yeah.
to
It's
use
like
them.
to pass to them, but that's so sad. Like I don't. That shouldn't be the case, right? But yeah, I'm just glad that you grew up in a way. Yabang ka, no? You grew up with us, eh? Stupid. But yeah, I'm glad it didn't. But have you ever encountered like times where like, oh, they're not passing to you guys?
Um, well, in the younger days, like never. I think it just really, if ever you do, it's just because of those open plays and they don't know you yet. But then once they see how you play, then they'll trust you more. I think that's how guys are. Well, in general, even girls, like whether it's a guy or a girl player who's a beginner, like uh, right. No, I don't know if it's for other countries also, but like we have open plays here that are mixed,
Mm-hmm.
co-ed, and of course you want to get what your money's worth. So if you don't know who your teammates are, and you're coming in solo, and you can't you watch, I guess, for the next 20 minutes who can actually play. 'Cause if you can't see that they play, you're not gonna pass to them. That's whether
Right.
you're first of all, if it's your girl. Second, they'll see based on how you play or how you look. Because right,
Yeah.
we all know that there's a certain look that how
Yes.
we're used to how people are supposed to look when they play. And if they look a little off, then we don't feel like we're in the same level. But eventually, I think if the person just wants to have a good game, and you can only have a good game if you play together as a team, then eventually they'll start playing. But there were some biases. Like it's funny because like uh, I think I was just lucky that when I started working, automatically the corporate football started booming, and there weren't that many girls that knew how to play in corporate jobs.
Right.
And I remember, I think a lot of the people at work got surprised that I could actually play better than most of the guys playing in the corporate world because I actually have been playing for how many years straight, and it wasn't just like a hobby thing. It was really
Yeah.
like varsity training. It was honed the skills and everything. So it was definitely above average compared to other guys, especially
Yeah.
the hobby guys. Especially most guys who play in college or after work are those who played in high school and stuff. And I
Yeah.
think that people who play in college actually get to hone the skills more.
You're right.
So,
Right. Right. I
but yeah, I
believe
think
that. I believe so.
yeah. So I think the only times at first they'd be like, "Oh, it's a girl," and then eventually when they saw that I could play as rough as a guy, they forget I'm a girl and they push me around. It's
Right.
which I could take no problem, but a foul is still a foul, right?
Mm.
Whether you're a girl or a boy, there are certain things that you're not supposed to do. So one
Mm-hmm.
of the funny things that happened later on was I think I got into like these the opponents that we have, they already know that I can play like a guy. Like they know like how tough I am. So the next year when we went against each other and we had like a collision, and I flew because I easily fly on those because like
Yes.
I'm just
Yes.
clumsy that way, but I can take it. Like I can catch my fall,
Right.
but it still hurts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, so first the referee gave a foul because like you're not supposed to do that, and then the guy complained. He's like, "Ref, porket babae foul na agad."
Yeah.
Hello, it's not because I'm a girl. It's because I flew and it's like a legit foul. It's like
Right. Right.
know when the call is right also, right? So
Right.
it's
Definitely.
funny because that's how you can. I mean, I'm happy that a lot of people are getting into football, but then there are some people who think that they know it so much that they forget about the technicality and they just play without rules. But that's not how it's supposed to be played when
And
they were
that
playing like a formal game, right?
right.
So
And that's the scary thing. And I think that's the reason why sometimes professional football players they're not allowed to play with like the pickup games
yeah,
because you don't know. Some people don't play it how it's supposed to be played,
the
or like
courtesy, the
yeah,
delicadeza.
yeah. So you might get injured. and that's the scary thing. And
Yeah.
it's just like getting back to that topic regarding the bias for women. I know, like you mentioned, it goes for everyone. Like
Yeah.
you kind of judge the person by how they play. Oh, this
Yeah.
guy can kick the ball. Okay, cool, cool. I'm not gonna pass the ball to someone who can't really play it well.
Yeah.
But it's harder for girls.
You have to, because they're not gonna pass it right away. So you have to make, you have to be like, example, whenever we play together, Don,
Mhm.
I'm happy that you're there because they get to see I can play. If you're
Right.
not there, it's kind of harder to get their confidence on with me. But when they see it, it changes like eventually throughout the night in the span of the 2 hours, right?
Yeah. It's like you have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's kind of it's. I mean, everyone has to prove themselves, but extra for girls. It's so
Yeah.
sad, But I mean, that's something we gotta take off the minds of men. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say men because it's usually a guy problem, right?
It's not just a men's game. It's a
Yeah,
man's game.
it's
Yeah.
definitely not. You go, girl. But yeah, definitely. But yeah, okay. So it's really. You mean football is really in your blood? You've been playing for a while. You played in university, yeah, in my rival school, which I was supposed to go to, but I didn't go to.
Yes,
Yeah,
because he left me hanging.
yeah. Actually, background story for everyone. To be honest, I wanted to go to LaSalle. Like I wanted to go to LaSalle only because my whole family, except my mom, they're all from LaSalle, and I wanted to play for them and stuff like that. But for some reason, I went to Ateneo. Ateneo is the rival school of LaSalle, maybe because uh, to be honest, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Last year, before I entered, the year before, they were second place in the UAAP. That's one reason. Number two, it's gonna be the same players. Only like two people were gonna leave, so the core team was still there. Number three, Ateneo is a good school also. Good school. So those are my three reasons. And then my course, communication arts, which surprisingly I'm only using now. Like I'm not really into it, but now I'm using it. Um, it's a good course there. So that's why I wanted to go there. And that's why I went there. But when I got there, from second place, my 4 years in college, I did not win a single UAAP championship. I never even reached the finals. I never reached anything. I think my only trophy, no, medal, was from a futsal tournament with some of my friends. It's not even a UAP or whatever. But, you could hear from my voice the bitterness of my voice. But it's fine. I mean, that is both my fault and I will talk about it later, something else. But yeah, anyways, getting to my the point. You, Miel, from your winning streak continued from high school to university to La Salle, right? How many championships did you get there again?
Um, from the 5 years I played, we were second place thrice and then one championship and then yeah. So, but it was always a podium finish at least.
That's
So
yeah. You always got a medal every year. You got a medal,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But in university games, you guys were champions too, right?
I probably had two championships and one or two second places for university games.
And then this is the good part, guys. And how many individual awards did you get? Oh shit!
Just one, just one.
What was the individual award?
It was best defender on my
It
first
was just
year.
best defender. Okay, what year was that? First year, second
Fourth
year?
year, fourth
The
year.
last year.
No,
Nice.
no, no, no. I had 5 years, remember? So
Right.
yes, yeah,
You
yeah,
finished the whole 5 years.
yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
Just
so
yeah.
the difference like with Anton and I, so besides he left me hanging, so I went to LaSalle. Well, first of all, like same with what Anton's standards were. It was the better team at that time for you, at least before entering. That's what you had,
Yeah.
and same with me. It's like my uncles my uncles, like I said earlier, they were football players. They also went to LaSalle, and my one of my titos said that if you're gonna wake up early, 'cause I could have gone. I passed Ateneo and I could have gone there also. UP, I did pass, but then I could have gotten a scholarship.
Yeah.
Um, so I had a better course in LaSalle,
Yeah.
and my uncle, my tito said, if you're gonna wake up early for to train, you might as well go to the team that's already winning.
Right.
So you're gonna put the extra effort, and at least you're already there. Like, you know what their program works. So
Right.
that's why it seemed like the better school at the time because it was the program was good for football. My course was much better there also. I had a double degree, and also it's closer, it's nearer. So
Exactly.
I didn't
It
have
fits.
to dorm. Yeah, like it it it, it was just
The
right.
better option. It
Yeah,
seems like it was the better option, you know?
yeah. At least for
And
me. Like, yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I think the most important there is the course,
yeah.
and it fit
Exactly.
you, right? Just
Yeah,
like how like in Ateneo at Com Arts was like the course for me there, right?
yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. And you
And
were
so
you sorry, continue. My bad. Continue. Yeah.
So no, so there, so like as like mentioned earlier, got to play my 5 years without extending or doing masters or taking light load because my course was actually 5 years because it's a double degree. So
Right.
it was perfect. Like of course my mom also pressured me to finish on time para di sayang the scholarship, diba you have to pay extra. So it was an extra push from her. So
Mm-hmm.
looking back, it was a good decision.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was worth it. Like the program was good. I think it was also good because I already knew the players there, so at least less adjustment. And
Right.
you know that you have similar skill level already, I guess that because you went through the same coach in high school, so
That's
kind of
true.
know what to expect already. So it's just more of how do you make the game play.
Right.
So, yeah.
I guess my question is like being in a so you said when you entered, LaSalle was in a good place. Were they champions before you entered?
They were second place right before we entered.
And then when you entered, you guys became champions, right?
No, when I on my first year we were second place. But we were the we had the twice to beat, but we lost both times.
Right, right.
I remember that game. And
Remember that
then
game.
on my second year, that's when we were on our underdog year. Because Haya got ACL in the last 5 games,
All
and
right.
we usually don't have a spare keeper, and that's when my coach made me a goalkeeper, and I had to learn it in
Yes.
3 weeks. Like I played probably in high school, but like the last time I played goalkeeper was like a far time ago, and I think the only time that you think that you're a goalkeeper is when you do your warm up drills and then you're kicking the ball to each other and you try to catch the ball even though it
Yeah.
like goes past and you like okay I got it like those are
Right.
your feeling keeper moments that
Yeah.
you don't really
Yeah.
like. But yeah, I think I remember it was so funny because like I had to do extra training for a bit because like of course like we had no other choice. I was the only person that coach was willing to bet on, and Haya was out. Like, she had
Right.
ACL,
Right.
and like it was funny because like at the time our field was still in the main area, and I'd have 9:40 class, and I had no time to take a bath. So I remember I had one class that the teacher was cool. We it was draw lots when your group is gonna present. So my group mate said, "Yeah, you have to come here right away because we don't know when we're presenting." So I literally when I saw that, I just changed my shirt, ran to class. I was still wearing my shorts, and I was so mad because it went through keeper training, right?
Right.
So you're always on the ground, and my classmates and my teacher were laughing in a good way because I really went, and I had to put paper on the chair because my shorts were
It's
like
wet.
oily. Yeah,
That is the student athlete life, guys.
yeah, but it was worth it because at least we actually did win despite it, and
You guys were
like
champions, right? That year?
that's the year we turned champion. So yeah, like, it was worth it.
So you were a goalkeeper and you guys were champions.
Yeah.
Were you a was it a clean sheet for you?
No, so first game was so like when Haya actually got first like two yellow, so she
Suspended.
couldn't play the next game.
Hmm.
So that was like we won that, and then she was supposed to play by the next game, right? It was the
Right.
last elimination game. It was a no bearing game. We already had twice to beat. It was against UP, and right before that, that's when Haya got her ACL in training, and we lost that game, but buti lang no bearing, and we already had the twice to beat advantage.
Yes.
So going to the finals, because unlike the men's, there's no semifinals because we're only 5 teams in UAP for the
Mm-hmm.
girls.
Mm-hmm.
So alangan pa you'll do semifinals,
Yeah,
kawawa
yeah.
naman that one team that didn't get in, diba?
Right.
So it's just the best two, and so first game we lost. Uh, then second game we won. So yeah,
That's
that's good.
good.
That's good.
Wow, but hey, just for people to know, Miel is not a goalkeeper, but she's the next best thing next to Haya. And if you don't know Haya, she's one of the good goalkeepers and actually the one and only goalkeeper of Lasal. That's very risky, you know?
Yeah, after that year, so like the next year, on my third year, we were both goalkeepers. Like I was do while she was recovering, so I was the spare keeper to
Right.
her, and there's also someone else that came. No, 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 someone else came fourth year. But anyway, it was the two of us.
Okay.
And by the fourth year, coach started investing in having a spare keeper around. So, because sayang, I can't play field if I'm the case,
Yeah,
diba? So,
exactly.
you don't want to change your setup and stuff.
Exactly.
And so there. So after that, coach started having backup keepers already.
I
I think
mean,
he learned.
I think that's supposed to be the way. I mean, come to think of it, like, wow, Haya was the goalkeeper for
Even before Haya, like
it,
coach always had just one keeper. And there was also one story beforehand that both knees of one player were already like practically ACL, and he just powered through a game in the finals, and they still won. It was one of their games. So like,
that's so
lu-
bad.
luck- like luckily, after Haya's experience, by my fourth year, coach had two keepers already. So,
Yeah,
but then
that's
I
good.
wasn't one of them, so that's good. Yeah,
I mean, that's good that, man, that's actually even a burnout to the goalkeeper,
it
I would
was, it
say.
was, it was.
Such a
I
burnout.
can, I mean, I can only imagine what Haya was doing, feeling. I mean, I understood a lot of her when I played keeper because I had to play keeper while she was recovering, even like the next year. And I remember I had a meltdown in one of the UC games in training. Because I'm training with the boys, right?
Right.
And, like, of course, like sometimes the keeper, because we only have one keeper coach, so only like three or four keepers training at the same time. And it's one girl and then two or
Yeah.
three of the guys. And of course, sometimes I join in when it's the boys kicking. And of course, the boys kick way harder. And I remember there's this one time that just hit my face. The ball always finds my face, right?
It always finds your face.
It always finds my face, right?
It
So
does.
so there, I remember I threw a tantrum because I was so annoyed that it's a very emotional
Yeah.
position because you can't run or anything, and the blame goes to you.
Right.
It it's like one of the worst feelings. And I remember because my coach, I was the only keeper for that uni games, but he still didn't have a keeper jersey done made for me. So I threw out like a bitch fit.
Yeah, like, dude, you just have a bib. Like a bib on
Yeah, and
top
I
of
was like
the.
a carrot. I had green
That,
shorts and an orange.
that's so bad. At
But
least,
my
give me
teammates
a
though, they
jersey.
made pagawa jerseys for me that time in Dumaguete, so that I'd have a jersey for me
Oh,
there.
that
So
was
that
in
was nice.
Dumaguete. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay.
So I mean,
Oh,
at least my teammates and Sam, like they pitched in, and they had, like, even though it looked like very provincial, it was still like more heartfelt. Like it's a
yeah.
good jersey. Like
I
meant a
mean,
lot.
that's very sweet and nice of your teammates.
Yeah.
And I guess that would lead to my next question.
Okay.
Uh, you're in a winning team, and I believe in every team, it's good to have someone to look up to,
Mm-hmm.
like a mentor, or I don't know, like, yeah. In your team in LaSalle, when you just arrived or through the years, who would you say who did you look up to? Like, who was your mentor or look up to? Yeah.
Mm, looking back, I think I'd probably pick both Sam and Tasha.
Mm, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So first with Tash, she's always pushed me before. 'Cause we've always done things together ever since we started playing football and
Yeah.
back in the 2000, right? So, she always pushed me. Like I think the difference between Tash and I is that she was more uh technical, and I am not a technical player. I just
Yeah.
like figure out how to get the ball. Like it just I don't know. I just get it, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. That's
Right.
how I
Right.
do it. But Tash more technical. Like she practices her kick so that she can get it right.
Right.
So that like it's a different. We're both different skills. Like she's a more technical player, And I think later on, I appreciate Sam because she's the one that wouldn't want me to give less than what she knows that I could give. Although
Yeah.
before, it never made sense to me. I just thought I was being bullied. But I never complained about it because, you can't because you're a rookie. But
Hmm.
later on, you know that the tough love is coming from somewhere. So she's only pushing you hard because she knows that you can do it.
Yeah.
So if she didn't care, she wouldn't be pushing you. So
Yeah.
she actually like made me a tougher player because I guess it's if you have difficult opponents, you can handle that. You can hate on them. But
Hmm.
if you have a difficult teammate, you can't do anything about it. You have to learn how to
You have to learn.
adjust, and you
Exactly.
have to know why they're doing that, right? So I think, and also Sam, like Tasha, she's a very technical player, and she's the type that works hard. That's why she's there. Like you can't say that she's slacking off and stuff. So you can't blame her for anything because she's doing her part and she's
Yeah.
giving more than 100% all the time.
And that is for me is like the perfect way. I mean, if you're trying to coach someone or mentor someone, you have to act the part.
Yeah,
If you're
to be
not,
the example.
you have to be example. So let's say Sam wasn't doing her part and she was getting mad at you, dude. I'll be like,
You're
why am
gonna
I
question
listening
it.
to you? Yeah,
Yeah,
come on. And it's good. And I know Sam, and she's a really good football player. And without a doubt, I know she's doing her part. So that's
yeah,
good. It's interesting that you looked up to people who are, especially like actually more of Tasha, because Tasha is your batchmate.
yeah.
Because I would think like when you enter somewhere, the one your mentor would be someone older than you.
Well, I
But
guess it was always because I can probably say that we were always compared to each other ever since before. Because of course
mhm,
it was always at a tandem, right? We were never not teammates for the longest time,
right.
and um between the two of us, she's always been physically stronger. And my first year, I don't know if it was you also, it was like a big adjustment going into university football. Like I wasn't, like I said, I'm not a technical person, so I couldn't get into the flow the first semester probably that
Yeah.
much. Like I didn't get along with the program. Like it didn't seem it was emotionally draining for me and physically draining. And
Yeah.
she's the one that would always tell me, like, she meant it in a good way. She'd tell me what the other seniors would be saying to push me. And she'd say it she's not babying me, but she knows that if I want to do it, I have to do this. So she'll tell me. So at least it's not backstabbing. It's more of she tells me
Actually, that's
upfront.
good
So I
now.
guess in that way, that's why I look up to her. Because, like, she's doing her part to make me better also. Like, it wasn't because like we're competing for the same position, so she'll put me down. Like, no, there's always like a team work kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
she
I
wanted
like
me to
that.
be there too.
I understand. So it's more of like, hey, Sam's getting mad at you, or your senior's getting mad at you,
Yeah.
and someone from the same level saying, hey, it's okay. We're
It's
both in
okay, but
this.
then you have to do this so you
We have
prove
to do.
yourself.
Yeah. So there's a support system. 100%.
Exactly.
That's awesome. I think that's
Like
a
she could
really
have just been focusing on her game, but then she actually helped me out, right? So it's
yeah.
good.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that's what's needed. You're a
Yeah.
team, by the way. So rookie or non-rookie, you're supposed to be helping each other, right?
But like I don't know like about it how it is in your
In my area,
team, but like ours is very like much tough love.
no, yeah, yours is tough love. I mean, we had our tough love, but of course, the seniors would say, "Ha, in our time, it was worse." But now, grabe swerte nyo nga eh. You're lucky, guys.
They always say that.
They're always saying
But
that.
they're not
Yeah,
gonna be willing to make you go through that anyways either.
yeah.
They're just
I
someone.
mean, thank you for not making it as bad as before.
Yeah.
But me, I mean, okay, it depends on who you're with. Like in your case, tough love works in your area.
Certain people.
Yeah, like LaSalle is just so lucky that that whole batch that came in, dude, you could do tough love. We're good. You're just gonna put up. It depends. It's very subjective. Like in Ateneo, my batch that came in, I think they were okay. I think it was just me. I think it was more of me. Like I don't like tough love.
Yeah.
I don't believe in seniority. Dude, okay, one thing you have to know, if you're a leader, if you're a coach or a leader, you have to accept that at one point there is going to be someone better than you. You're not. You have to take out the ego aside, and I feel like I'm not saying that my seniors were like that, okay, but although I'm not gonna name names, I have experienced some seniors like, dude, if you beat them in the game, they're gonna foul you. They're gonna hit
Yeah.
you or something because
Ripicon.
they lost and
Yeah.
you're a rookie. What the hell? I don't believe that shit. Like for me, it's like, hey man, if
Respect the game.
a true leader should know that you're not gonna be the best all the time. You're supposed to help the whole team.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I don't believe in that personally. Um, I mean, to a certain degree, yeah, sure, there could be seniority, like get the balls, whatever. But it comes to the bullying part, I'm like, or you have to drink this much. It's like what? And you know me, Mil,
Sorry,
I
Don,
don't.
I went through the drink that much.
Yeah,
So
see, no, no, see, that I'm telling you, it's different. It's different.
yeah.
Although, what one thing I did learn is that you can say no because in my case, they were telling me to drink, but I just kept on saying no, and it worked. I mean, like they can't force you to do what you want to do. In the end of the day, so anyone watching, it's up to you, right? So, and which I'm glad. I feel like the seniority thing didn't really work for Ateneo, and which is why I'm glad. Like after my fourth year of college, when my batch left, seniority was gone. I heard. So I was told. Okay, I'm not really completely sure. This is Eman Paredes' group already. I mean, there was some seniority, but it was more of camaraderie. Like they were more gelled. And true enough, I feel like that helped a lot for the team to be together. And they won. They were champions.
Yeah.
I think that does a big, like I said, subjective. And I'm guessing it didn't really work throughout and also coaching. I have to say, my first 2 years in college, that was something that, wow, I've never been so unfit in my life. Like, wow, compared to other colleges. And fitness helps with confidence.
Yeah.
So if you're not fit, like, dude, we would do our interval runs weeks before UAP starts. And I'm hearing LaSalle being Spartans doing interval runs beforehand. We're like, what the heck? So, of course, who do you think is going to win? Someone who's, look, and I have to admit, I'm not going to lie. Sorry, people from LaSalle, if you're watching, like the men's team. If I'm going to compare the skill-wise of LaSalle and Ateneo, I'm going to say Ateneo has a bit more skill level higher, but fitness-wise, LaSalle's got to kick our ass, which they did. They killed it. At one point, you'll see all Ateneo people like, or me, I'll be like, I'm tired. But all the LaSalle guys, man, they were like, I really compare them to Spartans because they looked like they were just there to kill. They were there. And I feel like that's a big
Mm.
difference. And I'm glad that Ateneo's coach changed to a different person. And I experienced that coach for like a year. And we were doing fitness drills in the get-go. And it helped. Confidence, I'm telling you, it's the confidence level. Seniority is very subjective, and the coaching. And in your case, it worked so well. How about your rookies though? As you were growing, were they okay with seniority?
The harder. No, I'm not sure. Probably not as much. But like, I think it was just good that I like what you said. First, seniority works if you can actually walk the talk.
Yeah,
So if you're just there because you're longer and you didn't really, you're not, and you're the most mabisha and whatever, and you're not exactly like the best influence, and you're just bossing them around because you're there, then people won't listen. I think
yeah,
because you're not contributing anything, right? You're just giving people a hard time.
right.
But I think people know when someone is actually pushing them to be better. I don't know, but I know that maybe probably in my the earlier years that was always the culture if you come from a team that was handled by Coach Hans. But
Right.
then later on, because we started having players coming from different provinces already, which that wasn't a very LaSalle thing. I guess they only had like less than a handful at the time, and then now there's more than a handful. So it changed, and I think especially if you're coming from the province, I really think that you feel like you're a baby when you come into Manila and you're coming from
Uh,
to a coach that's very tough. And so I think it took a while. Maybe I'm not sure if it worked for them, but I hope they got to adjust, or maybe the seniors adjusted also. I don't know. So
yeah.
everyone's like, for us, we already knew about it going into college, that it would be like that. So it's different when you're coming from a different environment, I guess. So I knew there are some people that were kind of having a difficult time.
That's true. It depends, which leads to the question, no? Should the people who are already there adjust to the people coming in, or should the people coming in adjust to the people who are
It's both.
both ways, right? It depends.
I think it depends. Like I
It
think the
depends.
seniors are just there to put order,
Yeah, guide.
to put discipline, and to put, but not. I think it's more than that. It's like, you learn stuff as a rookie just so that you're not too cocky.
Right, right.
It
Huh.
it's just to
Yeah.
put you in your place that you don't know everything. Because I think when you start, I think the difference in like high school football and when you get into college and then you start playing after, whether it's like pro or whatever. When you're high school, you can be the best player in the team and the team will still win. When you're in college, you can be the best player in the team, but the team won't win because it takes a whole team to win the game,
Yes, that is so true. This
right? So like
is the real deal.
you can't carry the whole team on your shoulder. And so if you're a player in college and you think that you're the best and you get mad at your teammates for not, if you're not the type that's gonna help your teammates get to where you are despite you being a rookie, then nothing's gonna happen to your career as well, I think, right? Because like
Yeah,
you can't do it on your own. And if the seniors don't put you in your place, well, it depends how they do it. So if they do it correctly, then you're gonna help push them so that you all have to get to push forward. But then if they do it wrong, then you're gonna underperform. So there's a sweet spot that they have to meet.
yeah. It's tricky, you know. It's a people game. You know,
Yeah.
it's not anymore football. It's like getting
Yep.
to read and how to talk to people. You
Yeah.
know, the HR of it. So definitely. But what's very interesting. So hypothetically, what if you didn't go to LaSalle? What if you
I don't
went
know.
what if you went to Ateneo? Or what if I did go to Ateneo? What if I went to LaSalle?
We're still not in the same school, ano ba yan?
We're not gonna be the same school. Okay, let's think of that at first. You think you'd be this? Of course, the answer is no. You're not gonna be the same person if you went to Ateneo, right?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No.
Like I'm really not sure. Like it would have been different, I think.
The thing is, LaSalle in the women's division, that's the team to be in. For me, in my case, that's how I
Mm-hmm.
believe. What I believe, that that's the team to be in. In the men's group, honestly, like in my time, the team to be in was UP.
Yep.
Like I believe if I went to UP and got coached properly, sama ako, no, I'm really putting down my coach that time. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Like, yeah,
It
but
didn't
it's
fit
not.
you. Not all coaches fit everyone.
Yeah, no, but I'm not saying it's all him.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I have a fault. I have a fault too.
exactly, yeah. But whatever it was at the time, the Anton version of you did not fit in the system.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. The preseason, yabang na kung yabang, I was supposedly a beast. But when it got to the season, that's why everyone's saying the pressure got to this guy. Like the pressure, like I was like a flop. Bloop, like nothing happened. But yes, there was pressure. But like I said a while ago, the confidence of not being fit, all those stuff. But then again, like I'm saying, it's not all the coach's fault. That was also my fault because like, I could have done something about it too.
Yeah,
Like I could have done my own job to try to be more fit, right? So it's not
yeah,
all his fault. But anyways,
yeah.
I would say UP, and I would think that, man, sometimes I feel like if I was in UP, maybe I'd be somewhere in the football world right now. Like if I continued my high school streak all the way, maybe, just maybe,
But
Antonio
you
is also still
did.
out there. Huh? What do
But
you mean I
you
did?
were. You did. You did make a comeback.
Oh no 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 no! I mean, I did play professional,
I
but
know, but I'm just saying, like, but you're correct that maybe with a different, it could have gone more
yeah,
upward faster and like there was no break. But I mean, you I think it is possible. Just being at the right, parang having the better pieces for you to play out.
Yeah, like maybe if I was still playing, if I played in UP, maybe
But I
I
can't imagine you as a UP boy, Anton. I'm
you can't
sorry.
with the long hair.
No, no, no. No,
What's
I
that?
don't think so. And I
You don't
think
think so?
and if you don't like seniority, there's
Yeah,
seniority.
yeah. I'm so. That's what I was saying. You know what? To be completely honest, I think God placed me at Ateneo because the seniors there. Okay,
You could say no.
there was seniority, but they were loving also. Like they were taking care of me also. So I feel like if I was anywhere else, holy crap, dude. You think I'd survive in UP or LaSalle? I don't think
Parang ka
I'd.
na lang galit, feeling ko.
Yeah, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna play for this team. Hell no. Like, at least in Ateneo, they were like, oh, it's okay. No, that's Anton, maybe. Yes. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful. But yeah, like maybe, man, maybe if I went to UP, imagine maybe I won't be a bench warmer anymore. Maybe I'm something else. If you went to, for example, who was your rival school?
UST.
If you went to UST, although I can't imagine you in UST either, would you think you'd be like football wise?
I don't
You'd
know,
have
because I don't know. Well, I think our program was already good eh. So
Yeah, LaSalle's program was good. That's why.
yeah, UST, FU, actually everyone was good naman. It's just that uh coach really made sure our conditioning was good, and that helped a lot.
Dude, that's a very big
Late,
factor.
yeah, and I don't know. I think and I after my first year, I improved so much because I got more confident on my second year onwards, and I improved so much as a player also.
Right.
So I can't imagine how much better I can get. Maybe because like now I'm actually teammates now with the players who I went against with in college, and
Oh,
it's just different skill. I guess probably if I went to UST, I would have been maybe a more technical player. I don't know, because the
right.
players there are more technical. So
Technical. Yeah.
you'll get influenced by the people who you're playing
The
with.
environment. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So you would say in LaSalle, it was more like from your 5 playing years,
Okay.
what year would you think is your best year? Like you played the best.
My fourth year.
Your fourth year.
My fourth year.
Wow.
Definitely my fourth year. That's why I got the award.
The best defender.
Uh
Gosh,
yeah.
grabe.
Yeah. I
Wow.
was I don't know, like I was just confident, and it wasn't perfect. Like I know Sam was still telling me off like I should do this and that more. Because like, I could have learned how to play the passing game more rather than just getting rid of the ball. Maybe it was like some of the things I should have learned earlier on.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was really like I think my perception of the game was just different because it came from after playing goalkeeper and everything. And
Mm.
how when you play different positions in the field, you already know how other players like think, so you can anticipate it better.
Right.
I think my anticipation game was strong.
That's good. That's good. You had
So
the
physically
mindset of a
and
defender.
anticipation game was good.
Right. Right. You
Yeah.
are
So
the
you preempt a lot of things, and like,
right.
it was always in my head, don't get ball to Haya. So
Yeah.
it was like I tried.
I think if there was a utility player of the year award, that you're the utility player of the year.
So
Imagine
I was supposed to be striker. I was supposed to be.
exactly.
Yeah. The
Striker.
only thing I never learned was like a mid.
But I would say you would play a really good defensive midfielder. I would say. Like I would put you there. If I had a team, I would put you in defensive mid. Definitely. I think you play well there.
I would want to try that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's good to know. So yeah, that is Miel's football career also, the UAP
Mhm.
life. And now you're playing corporate, I believe. Yeah, you're playing corporate.
Which corporate is different from pro, because corporate is that you're mixed with people who are hobby footballers and stuff. But it's fun, like it's good, and it's nice. I like it. Like I said, it's good that there are more people into football. It's a
Hmm.
bit more dangerous, so you just have to be careful of yourselves because you don't know who you're against and you don't know how they play, right? Unlike
Right.
when you play with people in college level, right? And you've been playing with them for so long, so you know how they play and you can avoid certain accidents, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, I'm just glad you're still playing. Like
I
you don't
know
wanna.
we're 30 and we're still playing, right? That's
We're
good.
30. Oh my gosh, Miel, I didn't know we were. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. You know,
But you guys, it's just really age is a number.
age is a number. Like, look at this face. Look at her face. Do we look 30 to you? I don't think so. Well, I
24.
I would say around 25. I mean, unless it's just me thinking that. Yeah, we like 25. I think about 25. Yeah. But I mean, for 30-year-olds, there's one thing you can't take away from us: the kid inside. And that is the reason why we have Nintendo Switch. Show your Nintendo Switch! Whoa! you know, you can't take this away from us. We're kids. And that is why, Miel, I remember, by the way, guys, it was Miel's birthday just a few days
Last
ago,
week.
last week. And one of the things she got, well, this is not a birthday gift for her. I mean, I think they were planning to get it for a while. It's a Nintendo Switch. She has a Nintendo Switch. And of course, the game that she had to get is Pokemon. Yes, she is. Like I mentioned at the
John,
start. Yes, what?
guess how many badges I have now in the span of a week?
How many badges? Okay, how many badges in a week? A while ago, so I would say like three or four. Four. You said
I have
four.
all 8 already.
You have all eight already? Oh my gosh. That is in a week, guys. That means after work, when she gets home, that is probably the only thing she's doing. Oh my
No, but
gosh.
like I knew like which I don't know. Like I tried to read up on the new types and I tried to figure out which one is stronger and what. So you have the advantage Pokemon. And this game is like it's so easy to level up, unlike before in Gen 1 that you have to really make your Pokemon go first and go against. But this one, it's like everyone levels up, so it's so easy to level up your team.
Yeah, that's a really change. So that is a change, by the way, guys. People who don't play Pokemon. Well, if you play
Okay,
Pokemon
sorry, I went. Go
before,
ahead. Go.
no,
Don't
no,
brief her.
no. But exactly what Miel was trying to say. Like, if you didn't play Pokemon before, to level up your Pokemon, you have to use the Pokemon. If you don't use the Pokemon, no experience. That's nada. But now you don't need to use the Pokemon as long as they're in your party. They
Mm-hmm.
get the experience. And that's what Miel is saying. It's easier now compared to before, right?
Which is why I have to do everything in a week's time.
She, she, her Pokemon is probably overpowered the gym
It's
leaders.
already like I'm almost in the 60 level. I'm already like 50 to 60, and then it's in a week's time, and that's roughly like in a rotation of like 8 or 10 Pokemons that they're all roughly 50s level already.
Wait a minute. You're almost level 60. Do you know I am level 60 and I'm not even playing? Oh my god. Holy. You're level 60 in a week. Oh my gosh. So, wow. And what level are the gym leaders that you're going against now? What, like
Okay,
40?
so the last one I went against for the 8th badge, which is the supposedly the dragon um type. He was like probably late 40s.
Right.
And then so I
40s.
just made sure I had like the Pokemons that were strong against Dragon.
And what are the Pokemon strong against Dragon? I don't even know.
I think it's Fairy type and Ice. Fairy, Ice, and Rock. I think something and
Right.
other dragons.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that was my
So
problem
yeah.
when I was playing it. I didn't really know the the weaknesses, or it changes it. Like I would research, but it's different. It's weird. It's weird.
No, I think what's hard now compared to like Gen 1, there are a lot of multiple types. Like you have 2 types already. So you have
Right.
to make sure like like that's why you have to I don't know, like I just make sure like okay, which are the ones that you know that are strong and strong against multiple types. I think that's what I always try to be,
Right,
like my
right.
team.
Because they're
So
like a mixed type now. You could be an ice rock or something like that.
yeah, so if you're ice rock, then it's fire. You should put fire someone
Fire.
in your team with fire because but then rock is strong against fire. So they're in the end you do fairy, I guess. I don't know
Right,
steel or something like that.
right,
Something.
right, right. And so right now, I mean, you've done a week. You got tons of Pokemon, level 60. Who is your roster?
Not yet. Almost 60. Almost 60.
Almost 60. Who's your party? Like, who are the Pokemon that you bring around?
Um. So in the new gen, I picked the grass type. I usually pick fire,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the first time I picked grass type because he looked cooler actually than the fire type
The
when it
monkey.
becomes big. Yeah,
Yeah.
the gorilla,
Yeah.
gorilla bloom. He
Mm-hmm.
actually looked cooler
He does.
compared to like how the fire
Torchic.
type one looked. Yeah, compared to the other two. So
Yeah.
and like that, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll give. Like it seemed like a good grass type. I was never a fan of grass type Pokemon. 'Cause I feel like they're so weak,
Yeah.
but he's pretty strong. Like I
Yeah.
like him. And then I kept the one that's like the bird, or you get early one,
The, the
Corgus
bird.
Squire,
Okay.
something like that.
Oh, okay.
So I already evolved it to the last stage too. So it's
Coffee
a
night.
steel flying. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. The
Corviknight.
cool looking bird. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the new Pidgeot, I
Yeah.
guess.
That is the new Pidgeot. Yes. Yes. I know it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he's cool because he's steel and flying.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty strong. I have Haterina, so it's a psychic fairy.
Okay.
And she's supposedly really, really strong. Like it took a while to level up, but then now like she's good.
Guys, she researches this thing. what?
No,
What
but
Pokemon?
yeah, no, it's always gonna be a mix of they kind of have to be my type. I mean, they look nice and they're strong. I think
Okay.
I don't like ugly looking Pokemon. I'm sorry. So
No. No. Agree.
yeah, like I'm not gonna be like Chaga to level you up.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So from there, the three, and then I have the one that's like the turtle one.
Mm-hmm. A
I
turtle.
forgot the name.
I know. I've seen it. I've seen it. I just forgot the name too. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Drudor, something like that. It's like
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Drudor or something like that. So it's
Right.
a water rock. So at least it's good against fire and other stuff. Because like I think right compared to like okay, I'll talk about later. But then I also have um a Sylveon for a fairy.
Okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
EV.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, if you guys need Pokemon eggs that are EVs, I have a ton of them. I farm them. um, I have an rotation that I put around a Pandaroo, something like that.
mm-hmm.
He's a fighting dark.
Right.
Uh, the one that looks like a corgi as a stage one, and then it evolves to the next
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah. The Corgi electric Pokemon.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
have the evolved form of it already. He's pretty strong.
Yeah.
He's an electric dark, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I have my Growlithe as my fire.
Okay.
And then trying to see like I'm trying to use the newer ones. Or Sylveon, 'cause I've never played with one. But I haven't found a good fire type that you can catch in the wild that I like. So that's why I picked Growlithe because I
Right.
can't evolve him. So yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so I have like a rotation of like around 10 and I'm trying to all level up. So
This is
I,
so
so I
funny.
can bring it around.
Like
Funny.
she is super like serious. As is my team, I got a substitute team just in case. Rotate. Hey, you know what?
I do, because like
She's the fan. She's into it.
and I had time a while ago or last night, and I put the Pokemon. I tried to put my Pokemon that I catch in the wild categorically.
Oh my gosh! She
But they
categorized
look
it.
nicer.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
So
that's
like I put all the water in one box, all the whatever in this box.
wow. Wow. Mine's like everywhere, but I
I
love
know because I get
yours.
confused. I get confused of where to find it. So like I have one box that's where all my favorites are that I want to try to play. rotate it. That's the lucky box that I will just pick and like, okay, I can try this one out because they look okay.
Right,
And
right.
then the rest is just around. I
Oh
get
my
so
god.
confused. Like, I think in my head, I have to go through each box. And if I go through each, it takes time. So now it just took time to fix it. But it looks so much nicer, which I'm gonna show it to you later on. I'll take a picture.
Okay, that'll be awesome. I'm actually curious. But actually, I have a question though. So, have you tried? I mean, you're not subscribed to the Nintendo Online community. Are you
Not
able to
yet.
trade? Are you able to trade? No.
I still have to figure that out. But I have a Nintendo membership
Chip.
already.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
you're okay. So let me
I,
know
I have
if
to
you're
add
able.
you. I've added Adri as my friend. So I have to add you.
Yes, I will send you my details later. Wow, this is like
I
a
don't even know what
Twitch
my
account.
code is because I don't know how to figure it out.
No, I'll figure it out too. To be honest, even I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, so right now, okay, guys, to let you know, Miel has played Pokemon a while back. I think we were what, grade school, high school?
Grade school. Uh, the first one was actually uh yellow version. So it was a
Yellow
Pikachu
version.
following.
And
And then I probably played the first three versions.
what was the
That's
last version?
before this one was Ruby. So this was like a big jump from Ruby to from Gen 3. But I played like Fire Red, which is like an update of the original generation, but it's still practically an old game. But Ruby, like I what's nice is I guess like from jumping from Gen 3 to Gen 8, the graphics are like so good.
Oh
Like
man, that's
from
probably
2D goes 3D. Like well, when I each of the city, like I went to like the fifth badge, I think it was so like the mushrooms and stuff. It looked
yeah.
so cool. Like I mean, it's just nice how they really made you feel engrossed with it because you get to be part of the journey. I can't wait to actually play it on TV. I haven't tried that. So
Ooh, yes. When you put it on
right,
TV, it might be a different experience for you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
but like so besides that, and then Gen 8 is just like the Pokemon don't look that weird. They actually look cool.
Okay,
So
okay.
I think when you go through, I think Gen 3, I really didn't care so about the new ones. So I wasn't really into the whole catching thing. But now I guess since it looks better, so you can actually want to try to catch them. So
Right.
even if
It
you don't know them,
yeah. It make see like the appearance is such a big factor actually. It is.
yeah.
I mean, I actually that's the reason why I wanted to ask you, because a lot of people, well, maybe just me. The only reason why I don't really follow Pokemon, not like everyone else, but then if I do, I like the original ones
Mhm.
because they're the cute ones,
Yeah, they don't look as weird.
right? They look different and weird. And when I see one right now, I'm like, what? You're not the one I know. Like, you're different. But do you like it? Do you like the changes?
I think probably what they did, I'm not, I got lost already from like Gen 4 to Gen 7.
Yeah,
Like I really don't know who's new. I just know a few that I remember from the first two or three.
right, right.
But now I think they brought back that it looks kind of cute. It doesn't
Yeah,
look horrible only. So I think they fixed the genetic makeup of it also. Like
yeah. I think they
they had
learned.
fun with it. I think they had fun with this one. I think they had fun with it.
I think so too. Because I also didn't know as they were going on. So I always thought Pikachu was the main Pokemon, and then after that, it would evolve to Raichu.
Yep.
And then, as I was playing the new Pokemons, there's a Pichu, there's a baby Pikachu,
Yeah. There are like baby of the baby.
there's a baby, a baby. Like, there's a Pichu. What? So after Pichu is Pikachu, and then
No, actually there's Pichu for Pikachu, but then they have like the minus and whatever that are like
yeah,
that look like a
Pulse.
Pikachu, but it's like
Yeah,
Pulsely and something like that. Pulsely and something like that.
yeah. So who are those two?
I think they're in the same family, but they don't evolve to Pikachu. So it's just like I think they tried to keep the mascot of figure of Pikachu that's the cute one.
Right, right. Because like I
So they
was so
made cousins.
shocked.
But
I
yeah, they have that little Pichu. And
Pichu.
there's like a
Okay.
baby Manor, there's a baby Jinx, baby whatever.
Yeah. Well, I have to admit, I mean, Pichu, what a cute name. It's kind of cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
Pichu to Pikachu to Raichu. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sure. At least you know that they're trying to be creative. They're thinking about the
Yeah, and
ways.
they besides that, besides adding after besides adding before the original gen and the after, I think they started it with probably the sixth or seventh gen that they had a Alolan form, which
Yeah.
they started doing here, which is the Galar form.
Mm.
So like they had in the Alolan version like a Snow Vulpix.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. They're like, oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, but then here in the Galar, it's more of like a Steel Meowth, a Psychic Ponyta, which looks like a My Little Pony,
Right? Yes, it does. It
or
does.
like something in Lisa Frank.
Yeah. Oh, man. But like, uh, the Alola, that's the Hawaiian version, right?
Yeah.
Like they look Hawaiian. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Grabe. They really played around, and it's cool. I
It's
mean,
kind of cool. Yeah.
yeah, I like what they're doing. That's fine. I mean, it attracts a lot of new players. They get to see
And
how
it's
it
cool like
works.
how they reinvented it because of the new region. So
Yes, yes, yes. That's interesting. But okay, guys, to let you guys know also about Miel. So Pokemon fan here. Her favorite Pokemon is the Eevee.
yeah.
And if you don't know, Eevee has got a lot of forms. A lot of what are the forms, Miel? Here we go.
So the original, so there's Eevee, which is normal, and then the original three are fire. So Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon. So
Mm-hmm.
fire, lightning, fire, electric, water,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the next generation they have Espeon, which is psychic, Umbreon, which is dark, and then you have Leafeon, which is grass, Iceon, which is ice, and then Sylveon,
Mm-hmm.
fairy
Mm-hmm.
type.
Ah, okay. So are you planning to get all the types? Of course.
Well, um, I already have I from the eggs that I got to hatch. I got to evolve them already to an Umbreon, to a Espeon, and a Sylveon. So Sylveon's in my team now. And then it's harder because I think, and you told me this, right? You have to there's certain attitudes that they're supposed to feel with you, and then during the day, during the
Yes.
night,
Yes.
certain so you can evolve them, which of course I read about.
Of course you read about it. Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
And then it's harder to evolve it to the other five because you have to look for the stones
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because you can't evolve it any other way. But just a while ago, before talking to you, like after lunch, before lunch, after beating the eighth gym, I went back to that wild part, which has I can go against the higher level Pokemons, right? Because
Right.
it's any level you can catch any level Pokemon now. And I found a Leafeon walking around, so at least I don't have to evolve a Leafeon.
Oh, there are some that are just walking around. Wow, that's how bad
Yeah,
it is. Okay.
so at least like, cause like I'm so torn between using the Firestone I found to Eevee or to my Growlithe, because I've never had an Arcanine, so it
All
would be so
right.
majestic to have an Arcanine. So
Right.
unless I can't find any other Firestones, right? So I'd rather look for those walking or wandering Pokemon.
Right. So you don't need to waste it.
Yeah,
Right.
because like I know that you need like I don't think you can catch a wild Arcanine. I'm not sure. So
Right. Right. I don't think there's Arcanine. You just like Growl Life. Am I saying it right?
yeah,
Yeah. Just that one.
yeah.
Um. But yeah, like you do also have to make them happy. Like, because I
Yeah, so
know
I'm
in
I'm trying
game.
to get used to that whole camping thing. So
Yes.
apparently, like I was like later on the game, which didn't come out early on, like it would say that your Pokemon is feeling sleepy, and like but if no one did like a sleepy move or a
Yeah.
sting or something, or it would say I'm craving for curry while battling, or I want to go camping. So apparently, what that means is that the affection level of your Pokemon is low to you. So you go camping, and as long as you see at least two hearts when they talk to you, that means that they're affectionate to you, apparently.
So my question now is, did the game teach you that, or did you research on that?
I researched.
Of course you did. Because I don't know that. I have no idea. Okay, you got it. Well, it makes sense because like right now, my fire Pokemon, the main one,
Okay.
every time I start a fight, he's jumping.
Did you finish it already? You finished it already, right,
I did.
Anton?
I finished it already.
Okay.
Like when I start a fight, my fire Pokemon, the main one, is jumping. Like it's
Yeah.
happy. So like
Okay.
our relationship is strong. I think that's why. But it makes a difference now. You have to make them happy before you do something, right? Like
Yeah, like they
yeah.
said, apparently, if they're happy, then there will be more impact with their moves also.
Oh, so it'll be like stronger. They'll be stronger.
Also, I think but that's what they say. That's what
Oh,
Mr. Google said.
Mr. Hey, that's how it works. I wonder though. Okay, you know what I'm wondering? Maybe I don't know. I'm sure you might research this at one point because, like I mentioned to you, for your birthday, I was supposed to buy you Let's Go Eevee, but
Uh-huh.
now you have a Pokemon. Sure, it's cool. But what comes to the Let's Go Eevee is a Pokeball. I
Oh.
wonder, that Pokeball, you could put your Pokemon digitally
And you want,
inside it and you can walk
yeah,
around. I wonder if
yeah.
that works with other Pokemon games. I
I
wonder.
think not yet. That's like so right. Remember, Anton was telling you it's really like, should I get the Let's Go Eevee because you know I'm such a Let's Go Eevee fan, or should I get Shield? But
Yeah.
then you were telling me that the graphics of Shield was super good,
Hmm.
and then like what made me get the Shield was because a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemons anyway were in it. So
Yes.
storyline wise, it was a good, it was like a better, more more engaging, I guess. Well, this is more just nostalgia. And
Oh.
Let's Go Eevee apparently. I was talking to Pam Chan. She was my first
Pam Chan.
Pokemon friend. We played the
shout
games
out,
together.
shout out to Pam Chan.
Yeah. And so she apparently played Shield first before playing Let's Go Eevee. And
Oh,
um
okay.
yeah, and she said that, and based on what I researched too, and also Adri said, Let's Go Eevee. It's not like the older gen or how we play the game that you have to fight the Pokemon to catch it. Here, it's more connected to Pokemon Go.
Oh,
So
okay.
right in Pokemon Go, you don't battle unless you're in that whatever gym or whatever
Yes.
raids
Yes.
and stuff. I don't know. I haven't been playing Pokemon Go anymore.
Right.
Um, but like or Let's Go Eevee, you don't fight the Pokemon you see in the wild. You just throw Pokeballs at it,
Oh, like you have to give a berry and then you have to throw a Pokeball,
stuff like
parang
that.
something like that.
Yeah,
Ah, that doesn't seem
that's
so
why you have
fun.
the Pokeball that you walk around with. So it's like a
Oh,
so right in the Pokemon Go, you can hatch your egg by walking.
right.
It helps count the steps that you take in a day, so that at least it hatches while you're going around and stuff like that. Something
Oh,
like that.
so that means the ball won't probably work with anything else. I have a
I don't
feeling.
think. Yeah,
Well,
so far
correct
at least
me if
not
I'm
yet.
wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
So I see. So Let's Go Eevee is more of a nostalgic kind of game.
yeah,
Shield or Sword, it's like, you're up to date. That's what's
yeah.
happening. I see.
I think what I liked, I'm not sure if this was in Gen 2 or Gen 3, was that after you finished the first 8 and you went against, I think, the Elite Four, you got to go back to the Gen 1 region. I
Oh,
remember. I
wow.
forgot which game that was. But, so I guess, I don't know, because like now, right, I think there are expansion packs for
For
Shield and Sword.
yes, yes, yes.
So at least that's cool also, right? So,
You know what's nice about it? It's that you don't like in the game itself. They just expansion packs, right? Like okay, we'll just keep on going from this game. You don't need to buy a whole new game
yeah,
just to play it. That's
yeah.
really good. That's really good. So okay, so right now that you're playing, wow, it became a review. This is a review of Pokemon right now. Pokemon Nintendo
Shield. And
Shield,
Let's
right?
Go Eevee.
And Let's Go Eevee. So you would say that you made the right choice of picking the Shield then, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't. Now that you're saying that it's like Pokemon Go, I don't know if I'm gonna have much fun playing Let's Go Eevee.
I think it's not, and based on the reviews, like I watched like at least 5 videos, and like Let's Go to EV is just really like a nostalgia one. So it's just
Mm,
cool because you get to see everything in 3D. I mean, it's not as 3D as Shield, but it's pretty 3D compared to the 2D games before.
right.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So you
so
don't
I think
battle.
You do. So you still go through the gyms and everything. It's just if you don't battle Pokemon in the wild, but you go through trainers and stuff like that. So you still do the gym challenges. So you'll see the Cerulean gym in 3D when you enter and how it looks
Oh, so
like.
it brings you back before. Okay, like you said, nostalgic.
Yeah, yeah. So it just
Mm.
puts it in another perspective, I guess.
So that's more of like a fan kind of game.
If
Like
you're
if
the
you're like,
type that doesn't want to learn the new Pokemon and you just want to play the old, then that's what you get, I guess.
okay, so like it sells to the people who were like fans before and ever
They don't
since.
believe in, yeah, the second gen, the third
Mm.
gen, or whatever.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, now I understand. I understand now. Wow, I'm learning from you, Pokemon Master
Yeah,
Sensei. Wow. So,
but like, the good thing about Shield though, like so far after playing it a week, um, it's so much easier. Like I guess compared to, well, one, screens are bigger, so you don't have to put it in front of
right,
your face to read
right.
it compared to when you're a kid. Two, like as mentioned like earlier, right? You level up together, so it's so much easier to level up now. You don't need to do one-on-one battles and stuff like that. Three, you can automatically see what moves are strong against the Pokemon you're going against. So if you're gonna pick from your party, it will tell you if it's effective, super effective,
Oh yeah, it
no
does do
effect,
that. Yeah, it
right?
does
Which
that.
didn't
Yeah.
have that before. So
It wasn't like that before.
yeah, so you have to figure it out on your own. Like, okay, this works. Oh, this doesn't, right? So
Okay, okay.
that helps a lot. And then now, like, you have the Pokemon Center and the Pokemon Mart in the same place. You don't have to go back and forth. Two different establishments, which
Right,
you had to
right.
do before. They're beside each other, but it's not in one place.
I remember that.
Um, and like, what else do they have? And you can use your Pokemon box and switch your Pokemon in your box right away. Like, you don't have to go to the Pokemon Center to switch.
Yes. That's a
Yeah,
big help. Like
yeah,
on the go, it's on the go. You
yeah.
don't
So
need
you
to
can
go
switch
anywhere else.
your team anytime.
Yeah. That's a big help. I remember that.
Yeah. That's why it's so easy for me to level up my Pokemon because I can just access it from there.
Ah. Question. Sorry, it's been a
Yeah.
while since I played. Are there only 8 gym badges?
I think so. So 8 gym badges and then you battle the elite
Ah,
four,
the
I
elite.
guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. And then but then I know Sword and Shield, they have two different, besides having different Pokemons for some, that some can be available for one from each other. There are some gyms that are different in Sword from Shield.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
So example, the gym on my fourth gym is a ghost type, while I think for sword, it's a fighting type, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I do have a fighting type in my sword.
Yeah,
by the way, guys, I have sword. She has shield. Just making
yeah.
sure.
And
Okay.
then the for the sixth gym for shield, it's an ice type, and I think for you it's different also. It's what is it?
Oh
The one before the dark type.
man, that is. I haven't played in a while, so I'm not really sure. But they're supposed to be
I
different.
forgot. It's different. Yeah.
I see.
So I think it's more challenging the ones in shield for the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's a newer, like, it's ghost and stuff. But for you have, I think supposedly your legendary Pokemon is the better one for the sword.
I would say it looks cooler. I mean, I think that's the only reason why I got sword.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just based on like, oh, this guy looks cooler than the shield. That was my only reason. But
Yeah.
okay, that's cool. What other good things do you think is in, or did you say everything already? Like in Shield compared to the old
Um.
games?
Well, you can customize your trainer.
Whoa, what's up? That's true. So how do you look like in yours?
I only changed my hair because I like her normal outfit. I think so. I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't bought an outfit yet. So, and I was telling you though, Anton, like one of my really good friends.
mm-hmm.
She's a first time player. She's never played the old games, but she got intrigued, so she played it. So of course she's not familiar with the whole world, so she's taking forever to play it. And like she guessed it right that I was gonna overtake her, and I did because she's
Of
stuck in
course.
ghost like. And she said she's spending her money on clothes because like how she would in real life, and I don't care about that. I just want to get all the balls and the potions and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So so she spends her money on getting the makeovers and the outfit, and which costs like so much actually if you think about it. Like the
It
Pokemon money if you
does.
spend for that, it's so expensive.
It does. So that's what she's doing now.
Yeah, so she's upgrading herself, not her Pokemon.
But okay, speaking of like customizing yourself, do you customize your character to kind of look like you? Or do you just really like, nah, I'm just gonna, mess around, whatever.
Well, so far it's messing around, I think, but not
Messing
like
around.
super. I've never been like the whole like you have the green hair and whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine always had to look classy.
Classy. Gets understand. Totally agree. Like yeah. Although in my game, I look like have you watched Peaky Blinders?
No,
Anyway, some British gangster guys. I look like one of those guys. I have like an undercut and stuff. It looks good in the game, but that's not how I look like in real life. But you know, that's cool. Oh, great. So, what would you say if you were gonna rate? I know you've been playing it only for a week, but we're not a real review group. But whatever, who cares? If you were
we're
gonna
just
rate,
we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
yeah, we strongly, Miel Ampil strongly appreciates. So you're gonna get a rating from the strong appreciator of Pokemon, Miel Ampil. What is your rating of Pokemon Shield? Out of
Oh,
out
is
of
it up?
10.
I like it's 10. I think it's pretty good. It's 10.
Whoa, 10 out of 10.
No, because I think it's just because I really had no. It's like a good jump from like Gen 3 to Gen 8, and at least like for like I guess the good thing was you can find the original Pokemons early on the game. It's not like you have to finish the whole thing. So at least like you're if you're a comeback player,
Yeah,
you're familiar with some things already. So it's not completely starting from scratch. I think because like I
yeah,
don't know if it's like from other versions, like you had to travel to another region to find it and stuff like
right,
that. So
right.
here you find it early on. Like example, Growlithe, you get it early on, right? So like I think in
Mhm.
yours it's Vulpix. So
There
yeah,
is a Vulpix. So I have a Ninetales already. So like,
you gave
that,
it a Firestone.
did I? I think I did. Yeah, because that's the only way I believe.
Yeah, I know Growlithe and Vulpix are both for fire.
Yeah,
So
I gave a Firestone. You get a lot of
but
those
you
though.
can
Like,
find Vulpix in mine. So I
okay,
think
cool.
because you can find it when you go against the fire gym, right? And
Right,
then you can catch it. And then I found it in the wild also. So apparently you can find it. So
right. But you know what I'm curious about? As I was playing the game, usually in the Pokemons I played before, after you finish the game, you get to capture Mewtwo. I
mhm.
don't think he's in the game.
Or maybe it's not yet in the game. I don't know.
Yeah, because like I never encountered him unless he's like a secret somewhere. And the thing is, I think I used my Master Ball on something already. Like, because,
Mm,
and I believe that's, and I researched about it. Wow, I actually researched about it. There is a Pokemon there that I had to use the Master Ball, because that's the only way you're gonna move on
yeah.
and get that Pokemon, which you're eventually gonna encounter as you go. Sorry, am I spoiling everything?
No,
Sorry.
no, no. That's most
Yeah,
likely.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah. So
But you
yeah,
know, on top what I get so frustrated with,
what do you
there
get
are
frustrated
some
with?
Pokemons that take you can't catch them. I mean, like no matter how many balls you throw, it's like there's like this stupid jellyfish ghost type thing that, and this other one that it's like I've already thrown like at least 5 ultra balls or the great ball and still want to get caught. And it's like so stupid. Stop wasting my Pokemon.
Is it they don't get caught because of the you remember the thing we are talking about, like a level? Like you need to be a
I don't
certain
know
level
because
to
now
get them.
I can catch them already, and they're like it just you know how when you I've always had this as a kid, but
Hmm.
whenever you have the Pokemon ball and it goes either sometimes by the first catch it's already caught, but it goes to 1, 2,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
3. Yeah, and it's so annoying. Like it does the third one, and you think it's okay, but it still escapes, and it's like
It happens
because
a lot.
if they're too high, you can't throw the Pokeball at all. But now that you can,
Right.
and so it's so annoying that until now. my stomach still like hurts because like I'm like, oh, I didn't
You've been trying. So until now, you haven't caught that Pokemon. That
yeah, like I've wasted like
ghost.
how many already, and it's floating around and stuff. So I don't know how to like there were like two Pokemon that I'm having a difficult time trying to catch. So I don't know.
But you know
It
what?
one looked like a jellyfish,
Right.
and then
I think the problem here. Well, this is my problem. I don't know your strategy to it. Like my Pokemon becomes really strong at one point, wherein when I'm trying to catch new Pokemon, they die. Like they
that's why
faint.
you have to put someone weaker in your team.
Yeah, something. But the thing is, when I put someone weaker in my team,
They die.
they die. I'm like, what? I think the most
That's why
important,
you.
yeah, like there's a move, right, that doesn't kill them faint right away. They don't faint right away.
Well, what's hard though, because like now, right, there are weather stuff. So when it's snowing, you get hit, right? Like if you're not
Yeah.
a snow
Ah, yeah,
or
I hate
ice
that.
Pokemon, you get hit.
Hmm.
So like I've already worked so hard to do it in a good red, and it's
Hmm.
still just gonna die because it's the snow. If
The
it's not a
snow,
snow type Pokemon. Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah.
And so I think I haven't had a Pokemon that knows how to make the Pokemon go to sleep.
Right, right. Just for people listening, when you play the game, there is a weather. There's weather involved now. So there are
Yep.
times when you're playing, it's snowing, but
Yep.
for some reason, the snow is like really sharp and hurts your Pokemon as you're
Yeah.
playing. So there are factors like that now, and that's what Miel's trying to say. Like when you're trying to catch a Pokemon and you get into that red level of life, the perfect time to catch them, they will die.
Die.
So sad, so sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I'm glad you're
That's fun.
enjoying it. You know, 10 out of 10. That's a big one.
I think it's because I really had no expectations of it, so it blew
Expectation.
me away. And I was really like amazed with the graphics. The graphics were like spot on, like really good. Like that
Right.
going into that forest was so cool, and that fairy type gym that was like,
Yeah.
wow, what's this? Like it's so amazing.
That's true. I mean, like you said, the last time you played was a long time ago. The
Yeah,
certain graphics are different, and now you're like
yeah,
a total upgrade to this. Like, whoa,
yeah,
no expectations, just playing it. Like, wow, I would understand why it's a 10 out of 10. Totally
yeah.
agree. Although
And like,
yeah,
it's easy.
it's easy to play.
Yeah.
It's easy to play. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Wow, look at this Pokemon Master. Gosh, you gotta let me know when you start.
How long did you play it on?
How long? Okay, to be completely honest, uh, maybe not as. I think we're almost the same. Like I would play it like in a week or something like that. Because fast, yeah, pretty fast. It's actually a fast game too. It's a fast
Yeah.
game. What makes it long is if you're the type to try to get as much Pokemon as you want, you farm, or when you when you're doing it online. So when I play it online, you actually see the other trainers in the wild
Oh,
area. They're going around. You'll see them.
really?
Yeah, you will see them. And
Cool.
it's good to um so by the way, to answer your question, probably like 2 weeks tops. So you're actually in the right length. But when you're online, you see them around, and there are Pokemon dens. You'll see them. Like the
Yeah.
color, you see those, right? That's where you get
Then
your
the red
watts.
one,
The
the one
red
that
one.
has stop.
Yeah. So when you join that, you're gonna fight a Pokemon like what do you call it? When they're big, I don't know what you call it. What do you call it?
Yeah, Dynamax.
Dynamax. There are huge Pokemons, and you and a few other guys are gonna try to defeat that Pokemon. Now, I've been playing it not with anyone, like it's just me, and it's hard because there's some Pokemons that they're hard. They're hard to beat. And I think that's where the online aspect comes in. Let's say you and I work together to fight that Pokemon. It'll be way easier. And I think we both get the Pokemon at the end. Like
You
you can
can
catch
catch
it.
it.
You can catch it.
Oh.
So yeah, and we can trade and stuff like that. That's why let me know. I'm curious how if you're able to trade even without the online account.
So that's what we have to figure out. That's why, Ton, I'm catching like extras of the exclusive in the shield so we can trade it. So I can give it.
Yes, yes. And dude, me, I'm willing to give you my rarest Pokemons because I know you will enjoy it more than I do. I am willing to give you the best of my Pokemons to get you out there. But yeah, because like I can even give you my rare. I can even give you my sword Pokemon. That
Wow,
yeah,
big time.
you go girl, you go girl. I mean, like I'm in it for the story. Like
Yeah.
that's why I go for it. But
What was your rating of it, Ton?
my rating, so yours is 10 out of 10. I would say, um, so guys, by the way, you're getting a rating from a strongly appreciation, person of the game of Pokemon, and from me, who just average. Like I don't really play the game. I like Pokemon, but I don't really watch it and whatever. I would say my rating would be around 8.5 out of 10. Then again, like I said, if you heard how Miel was saying it, she was playing a game before, no expectations, to this. I've
It's
been
my
playing.
first Switch game. I
It's
mean,
her
technically.
first Switch game, exactly. And me, it's I've been playing for a while. But the thing is, I would say an 8.5. Actually, you know what? I'll pop 9 out of 10. I'll open it. It's actually a really good game. I would suggest to buy it, and that's come from someone who's not much of a Pokemon fan. Like Miel said, if you play it, the original Pokemon cast, they're somewhere there. So you'll still enjoy it as you're going on. So 9 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10. Wow. Wow, I feel
What's
like
a
a,
10 out of 10 for you, though?
a 10 out of 10 game. Ooh, that is a really, really good one. I don't know if I have a 10 out of 10 in the Switch so far, but I don't. There's no if I was gonna rank instead, I don't have a rating for it. But
Okay.
this game, I don't think you're gonna play, Miel. Because I don't think you're gonna enjoy it. It's called The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the
I
Wild.
heard though people like it. Yeah.
That one, Miel, is a good game. Like, I'm not a Legend of Zelda fan, but when I tried this one, it is so different from the Legend of Zeldas before. Like, wow. I would rate that as my top. I don't know if it's 10 out of 10, but definitely
Yeah.
my top. Wow, I feel like we're like legit reviewers. But we're okay lang.
Yeah,
We're,
perfect. You
we're
enjoy it.
we enjoy it. Yeah, the average gamers. Yeah, woo! Ratings from average gamers. But yeah, like I said though, like the game I think you will enjoy the most. Besides Pokemon. No, Pokemon will still be your number one, I think. But your number two, I feel like would be like Animal Crossing. I don't know why. I see you playing it.
I think I can play it, but I think the hard thing is that it never ends.
It never ends. Yeah, you're just on it.
I think that's why parang in my head, like, okay, I'm sure it's fun. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that there's no story because you make your own thing. So I think that's the
Mm,
hard thing.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna ask me, I don't like it. I wish I didn't buy it, to be honest. Like right now, it's just there. No more. I paid for it. It's there. That sucks. But if you are
But it's
a,
something you play online, right?
you can play it online. Like you're gonna visit other people's islands,
Yeah.
but most of the time it's you fixing your island. And if you're the person who likes doing that, who likes customizing, you're very creative, you do those things, then you will really love the game. Like my cousin Nikki, dude, she is on it for like ever, but she's really good at it. Like her island looks amazing. She's very creative. That's why. So she loves the game. So that's how it works. But yeah, well, yeah, guys. That is Miel Ampil, Pokemon Master, football star, and great, great friend. And I mean, thanks for coming, Miel. I really love it that you gave time to to be in the TonCast. By the way, I know at the start I said this episode 2. No, this is episode 3. But yeah, thank you,
Wait,
Miel.
it's my favorite number.
Exactly. Whoa, what are the odds? Guys, wow. Number 3 is her jersey number.
And I turned 30, so it's
oh,
baliktad lang ng jersey
oh
number.
my gosh. I only realized that now. Wow, wow. You were really meant to be my third
For this year.
for this year. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. Anyways, I guess that's it for episode 3 of TonCast. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks, Miel. Really appreciate it. And
Thank
oh wait, before I end, I was meaning to do this, but before I end now, to ask one hypothetical question.
What?
Okay, just one. Sorry, I guess we're not ending yet. It's
Okay.
if you had the chance to either speak all the languages in the world or just be able to talk to animals, like you know how to speak to all the animals, which one would you pick? That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm gonna pick animals.
So you'd be able to talk to all the animals in the world, like anything that comes in.
But I don't want to talk to ETs.
You could tell them, hey, get away. I don't want you here. Just leave. Okay, so you pick. See, with that question, you can really tell who's the animal lover and who's not really into animals. Well,
Why? Which one would you pick?
me. What would I
Mhm.
pick?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love animals, but I would pick all the languages in the world. That's me.
What I do, Anton, I guess, is I can't speak the language. When I go to a country with another language, I'll talk to the animal there. I hope that they speak my language and ask their opinion.
Smart. See, guys, that is smart. So if you go to a different country and you need directions, don't talk to a human, talk to the animal. Yeah, that's so smart. I didn't think about that. Oh, man.
But then, like, I think it would be like funny lang because if I ask, oh, what smells good to eat, and they might just bring me to the trash because for them that might smell.
That's true. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I like hypothetical questions because look, that is such a smart idea. Like now, I wish I could just talk to animals because I could just do that. I mean, I don't think you'd ever imagine if you could talk to your dogs.
I know, that's why.
Wow, you actually understand what they want, and stuff like that. But yeah. Well, there. Wow. Okay. That.
I can know why they're so annoying at times.
Yeah. Like, hey, dude, what's your deal? Let me know. Yeah. So I just wanted to ask that because like I'm trying this thing that before I end anything, I'd ask a hypothetical question and then let's just go through it. But yeah, thanks again. And this is episode 3 of TonCast. Later.
Quémame el piti.